Children, last day I taught you lesson 11, page number 68 and 69 before the British influence on urbanization. Now, British influence on urbanization, read and understand by reading. During the 150 years of British rule, India's urban landscape underwent a partial transformation. The major contribution of the British to the Indian urban scene are as follows. First, emergence of metropolitan cities. At the beginning of the 20th century, Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras were the leading city of India. The older city of the Mughal period had all dwelled into small towns and cities. Delhi, Varanasi, Ahmedabad, Agra, and Allahabad had population of around 2 lakh each, while Calcutta and the leading city had a population of over 9 lakh. This city, along with Madras and Bombay, were leading administrative, commercial, and industrial cities. In 1911, the capital of the British Indian Empire was shifted to Delhi, and an entirely new city called New Delhi was built, which was completed by about 1935. Edwin Lutyens was its architecture. Its architecture. Hill station and plantation settlement. The British found the Indian summer season inhospitable. They found an escape in the hills where they spent the summer. Even the national capital was shifted from Delhi to Shimla for 6 months in 1870. There were 80 hill stations in different parts of India, of which Shimla, Nainital, Mysore, Darjeeling, Shillong, Mahabaleshwar, and Kodaikanal were the major ones. Tea and coffee plantation also gave rise to another type of settlements in the hills of Assam, now Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. These settlements were, however, small in size. Civil lines and cantonments. The urban landscape of the large number of pre-British towns and cities underwent a massive change during the British rule. The changes are most visible at the British administrative centre, the provincial capitals, the district headquarters, and the tehsil level administrative center. The civil lines were a new addition to all big administrative centers. The cantonments were often built near major towns for security reasons. The civil lines and cantonments accommodated the British civilian and military personnel. The civil lines contained administrative offices, courts, and residential areas for the officers. These areas had large open spaces, bungalow, plant roads, etc. In all, 114 cantonments were built during the late 19th and early 20th century. They were mostly concentrated in the plains of Punjab and western Uttar Pradesh, while the southern state had only 5 cantonments. These were built for armed force and had separate barracks for European and Indian soldiers. Railways, industrialization and urbanization. The introduction of railways in India created a national network of urban centers in which the metropolitan cities form the primary foci, supported by 1 lakh towns as satellite center. The railways contributed to the expansion of the trade and introduction of the modern industry and thus indirectly helped in the process of urbanization. New railway towns emerged in various parts of the country, that is, जमलपुर लिखा बिहार, वाल्टेयर आंध्र प्रदेश, बरेली एंड मेरठ उत्तर प्रदेश, नागपुर महाराष्ट्र etc. Industrialization began quite late in India. Cotton textile in Bombay and Ahmedabad, jute in Calcutta and coal mining in the Damodar basin were the early industries. Most industries were located in the colonial metropolitan cities of Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras. Kanpur and Jamshedpur also emerged as big cities. Urban amenities and urban administration. One of the major benefits of the British rule was the improvement in civic amenities in some major cities. Piped water supply, street lighting, domestic electricity supply, sewage, modern shopping areas, park, playground for recreation were established in a number of cities from 1882. Urban administrative bodies were set up to look after civic amenities in a number of cities. These municipalities were primarily engaged in collection of local taxes, maintenance of roads, removal of garbage and night soil, primary education, and public health. Town planning was not introduced during the British period, although legislation for improvement of some areas was enacted in the first two decades of the 20th century in Bombay and other provinces. Now, public works. Lord Dalhousie set up the separate public works department in every presidency. This new department was tasked with the construction road, canals and bridge. During the first half of 19th century, the Ganga and the Yamuna canals, Bari Doab canal in Punjab and the Godavari Krishna canals in the South India were constructed. In the latter half of the century, Agra Canal and Sirhind Canal and several other canals in Punjab were constructed between 1819 and 1899. Next day.